from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Pioneers of Memphis taking on the Dreadnoughts of Canton. Along with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin here. And Charles, we take a look at this Canton team as they get ready down on the field.
They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. But I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Memphis ball club. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And a Canton first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Bronco 80.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lloyd. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
16 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Canton first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lloyd. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
2nd down and 4. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
When you look at this defense,
this unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
We're able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off play action. Darby. Finding Walker complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
That's another.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and goal.
Let's go now.
8-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Here's Hunter. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and 4. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly blocked down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
For Canton. First down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lloyd.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Canton. First down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
They'll run here with a rookie.
And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Up the middle they go. Lloyd. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, The ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it as we resume action. So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Come on. Hit. 19, 18. Go.
And they'll run it with Hunter. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now again, right side. It's Lloyd. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and 19.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Gravity Lions.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 and 32. They better be careful. They're going to be top 30 in the league. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's to the former Alabama man, Yr2.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And the Memphis 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake. Darby. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Darby in trouble, and he's taken down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That's taken on the 25.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Pass to the right side, hauled in by Royals.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Oliver there defensively.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Darby. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They bring their punter out there now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Man open, here is Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
The 35-yard line.
On the jump.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Now a handoff up the middle.
Lloyd. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Now they'll change things up.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. One final go for this offense here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hot 70, hot 70.
In motion goes the tight end. Second and 14. Going deep for Walker. It's caught inside the 25.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
And the Memphis first down.
So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half.
So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this third quarter of play.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
A quick throw there is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
From the gun on third down, Darby. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
That's caught. Royals with it.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
13 yards on the play. And the Canton first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, it's Lloyd. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
2nd and 9 now.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown.
Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolf.
Hunter. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
A good gain of 12 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Again on the ground with Hunter. Fights loose. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring.
2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Off play action. Darby. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Pioneers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Canton. 1st down.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Come on, come on.
1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 16.
Up the middle they go. Lord. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Yeah, he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Get it. Steady.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Jalen Royals, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dreadnoughts have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two.
Here we go.
Offense will line up for a two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Shreds him with his stiff arm.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This is Hunter. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
The Canton offense takes over once again.
It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lloyd. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle.
It's Lloyd. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready,
They'll keep it on the ground. Lloyd. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Pass complete to Royals.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Back to throw here. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the the 25. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Oh, nice move.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. It's Hunter. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Darby. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
There you go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Darby. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And the Memphis first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down. Pioneers.
Off play action. Darby. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 25-yard line.
Back to throw again. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Dreadnoughts offense and running back Marshawn Lloyd getting set for this next drive. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
For Canton, first down. First
Come
and
on,
10
come on.
at the 38-yard line.
Wk9. Let go.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lloyd. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard
No
line.
doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Let's go. First down. First and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and
Let's
goal.
go now. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Hey, ready.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown! Savion Williams, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dreadnoughts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
25. Pioneers.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
And now an audible here into something else.
Gain of 5. First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Hey, smash pressure.
Off the play fake. Darby. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Let's go. 60 Vikings.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Finding Walker complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
That's complete. Larbadan.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They'll look to throw again.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Second down and 5 yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 15. A little under 2.5 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Now they'll audible to something else.
At the 35-yard line.
Second and 1. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Go! Bronco 80.
They'll try the left side.
It's Lloyd. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 141 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sims. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
6-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Savion Williams with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Dreadnoughts are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further.
The try here for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score.
Scoring summary. 3-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Looking to throw. Toon. That's to the left side. Taken in by Hunter.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Toon to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
That's good. First down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Toon going to throw it.
First down.
And that nearly the first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing Toon.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First down, Pioneers.
And Toon to throw it now.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Toon.
Going deep for Walker. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Toon. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Toon.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch.
And the Pioneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for two.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
18.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence and made